Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. For those of you who are new here, my name is Marielle and thank you so much for watching. Today I'm going to film another chatty get ready with me. I'm actually going to see Miss Saigon tonight with my husband, so I have about an hour to get ready. I'm thinking something maybe a little bit smoky since it is kind of a fancier type of thing. I don't do smoky eyes too often really, but we're going to give it a shot today. See how it turns out. Yeah, so if you guys are interested in that, just keep on watching. Thanks, guys. All right, so I went to Sephora yesterday with my mom. So previously, I filmed a few days ago, and I had ordered the Josie Maran Vibrancy Foundation online, and I color matched myself kind of the best I could, and the match was too light. Shocking to some people, I know. But so I went back to Sephora to exchange it for a little bit of a darker shade, just like 2 shades darker, I think. So nothing crazy, but you don't want to look like a ghost in the face that doesn't match your body. So we'll see how this one matches. It looked good in store. The girl who helped me agreed that it looked good. So we'll see how that works out. I also bought this, let me just get it out for you really quick. This Smashbox little gift set. It's 3 different primers. It's the Primerizer, the Smooth and Blur Primer, and the Primer Water. So I'll use that to set at the end. I did tell the girl that I mostly use organic products, and she's promised me that Smashbox was hypoallergenic, paraben-free, and easier on the skin. She said she has sensitive skin, so we'll try some of these out today, see how they do. I'll let you know if it's a good gift option for people, because it is one of their holiday collections and it retails for 22 bucks. So you get to try 3 different types of primers or setting spray, whatever you want to call the last one, and we'll see how that works. And then I also got this Makeup Forever artist pencil in the color Wherever Walnut. I'll swatch it for you in my hand. Just like a super pretty nude color that I'll probably use today. Since we're going heavy on the eyes, we want to balance it with a lighter lip. You could go all in and do a dark lip too. We'll see how I feel at the end of this. Maybe I'll change my mind. And let me pull out the foundation for you. So this is what the packaging looks like. It's super pretty. I got the color RG30. So the one I got the first time was RG10. So this is RG30. This is the packaging, really pretty, thinner foundation, medium coverage. And I used it with a brush and a sponge. I'll probably do a sponge today, just because I like the way it looked. So let's open our primer box. And so here's the primer water. It is 1 ounce. Here's the primerizer. She said this one kind of is like a moisturizer type feel that she really likes. Out of the 3, this is her favorite. You get a 1/2 ounce, and this is the Blur primer, and you get 0.41 ounces. So maybe we'll do the, I definitely want to try the primerizer all over. And it comes out in a pump. I'm just kind of, let's do 3 little pumps. It's pretty liquidy. I'm just gonna all over the face. It feels good for sure. It makes your face feel really smooth. She said she really likes the way foundation goes over top. That's what it looks like on the skin. I like it. I like the way it feels. I kind of tested it out in the store on my hand. Hopefully it doesn't irritate my skin at all. We will see. And maybe for kicks, we'll go with this, the Blur primer, just a little bit of it. It's a good clear. We'll just put that kind of on the nose. These areas you want to blur. Not too much. You can see the blurring effect of it. I might put a little bit here, in between my forehead, and on the chin. Okay, so I like that. So now we will go with the foundation, and let's do this. So again, I got the color RG30. I'll show you what it looks like. We'll pump it out on my hand. So it's pretty liquidy. You can see the shade. I'm just gonna take this Real Technique sponge and dab it all over the face.
Perfect, perfect, perfect.
So I might go with my Fitglow concealer in the shade C3 just for a little bit more coverage.
Perfect, 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 perfect.
Like we have a nice base. It's everything I put on is pretty dewy in consistency, so if you have oily skin, you may like this, you may hate it. I'm very dry, so I like to stay on the dewy side to avoid looking like a flaky pastry. So I'm gonna go into my Bio bronzer from Well People. My favorite. Do this. Back to this. It is expensive, but it is Christmas time. I'm sure there's deals going on. You can convince someone to buy it for you. The makeup brush head you have to buy separately. That's actually all I use this for. Tati Westbrook, if anybody watches her, she's amazing. She recommended this and I absolutely love it. So I am hooked on that. Now to set, so you can see we're pretty dewy here, which I don't hate, but I'm gonna put setting powder so there's not so much of a glare on my face, maybe. So let's see. Ooh, that was a disaster. A baking powder disaster down here. So I'm gonna use the Well People Mattifying Setting Powder. I've only used it once, and I used it with a brush, so today I'm gonna use it with my damp sponge and kind of run it under my eyes, in the center of my forehead, and kind of probably down here, down my smile line area, and I'll probably keep everything else dewy. So let's take a little bit of that in the lid and go. See, I already have creases under my eyes, and I just try to get rid of them. We'll go right under the eye with that. So using a damp sponge makes the powder kind of melt in to the skin. It tends to give it a more, so you can see kind of the difference, maybe. So I'll do the So now you can see we're definitely more matte than we were. I actually like the way that it looks. Get down here a little bit too. Okay. I'm just checking out how we look here. I really like how this looks. Even with the powder, like I said, I don't normally set my whole face like that if I set it at all. So I actually like the way the foundation paired with this. This is, again, the Inika Organics Mineral Mattifying Powder. And I did that with a Real Techniques damp sponge. So now, let's see. So just to go over that and kind of enhance and kind of warm up the skin just a little bit more, I'm gonna go with the Alima Pure Mineral Bronzer in the color Mauna Loa. And then I'll go back over that with my sponge just to kind of diffuse it a little bit. I'm going over my eyes again because they're already creasing, which is BS. But I'm really liking the way the base looks. Happy. Very happy with that. Okay, so now let's move on to eyes. I think today I want to do kind of like a dark brown smoky eye, not necessarily like a black. And I'll probably use this Pacifica Pink Nudes palette and probably stay on this end of the palette. But to start, we can actually start with that bronzing shade I just used and go all over kind of the crease and lid. Doesn't really matter because you're going to cover it all up. But let's come a little bit closer here. See how this creases already? You just saw me pat it out 1 second ago. Anyway. So we'll just take this bronzing shade all over the lid and the crease. I'm using this fluffy brush from the brand Jenna Taylor. Talked about it before. I got it at Marshall's. And if you want, we can go right down to the lower lash line and do the same thing. We'll take the same color, just a bronzing shade, and run it under the lash line. I'll use a flat little brush like that. Maybe I'm gonna use a bigger brush. I wanna deposit more color. I might use a brush like this. There we go. So now I'm going to dip that into too much. I didn't think it would. We're going to go a little bit darker here to the second darkest color with the same brush, and we'll kind of see how that looks all over the lid. And just clean up this area. Something went awry over here. So it looks crazy, obviously, because we have super dark shadow and no mascara or eyebrows on yet. So now we're gonna go into the darkest color and we're gonna go with a kind of like a flat brush. This is from ColourPop and it does not have a number on it or a name. So now we're gonna dip into this guy. And we're gonna take that, we're gonna start all over the lid and then we'll kind of slowly disperse the product out. Like I said, it's gonna look aggressive. Just wait till the end and hopefully it'll all work out. Okay, so we're looking pretty smoky, Now we can go back in with that double-ended brush. Nope, not that one. This one, the same end, and we'll put this darker color down on the lash line. Probably just concentrate it. Ow. Don't poke yourself in the eye. It doesn't feel good, I promise. I'm gonna probably just concentrate it out the outer edge, not bring it all the way in. I have smaller eyes, so if you bring it in too far, then they look super small. This is what they look like. We're gonna go back with our fluffiest brush, this guy, and we'll go with the lightest color. We'll go with actually we'll do this light one and we'll kind of blend out the top so everything doesn't look super harsh. Other side. I'm going to take a clean brush and, if I can find one, I'm just kind of, this has no product on it, just kind of clean, like blow this out a little bit. All right, so I'm feeling that. This is how we're looking. Now I'm gonna take this black liner pencil from the brand Avril. I told you I found it on Amazon. If you weren't in my last video, this is what it swatches like, so it's pretty good. And I'm gonna pull down my eye with this sponge and line the waterline. You can see the difference that makes. I like doing it on my waterline just because it kind of ties everything together. It's kind of weird when you see like your pink little waterline in all this darkness. So I think we're good on the eyeshadow. I'm trying to decide if I want to clean it up on the edges or not. I'm gonna just throw a little bit of concealer. And take just a flat brush. I'll take this flat one. It's also from that Jenna Taylor. Just lightly clean it up. Same thing here. And it kind of cleans that up nicely and gives you a little bit of a sharper look. You don't have to do a wing liner or anything like that unless you want to. That's cool too. So now we're going to do brows, and I'm going to use my 100% pure brow pomade in the color Soft Brown. I'm actually going to use this one from Jenna Taylor. So just kind of dip in lightly, start on the other underside of the brow. And you can see the color payoff. I'm just being super gentle. I love this brow pomade. I think it's amazing. So now we'll use a little bit of, so this is a trick. If you don't want to use like a brow gel to run through, but you want something to keep your hairs in place, you can take a spoolie brush. Let me spray it with some hairspray and just brush it through. And that'll help keep everything in place. You could use like hair gel too if you wanted. Whatever you like, but hairspray I think is a fun little hack. Okay, so now let's put on some blush, highlighter, mascara, and a lip, and then we're done. I think I'm going to use my blush from Found Beauty, the Baked Illuminating Blush in Peach Glow. Found Beauty is Walmart's organic line, but it's only sold, I think, online. But it's beautiful, and I love it. And if you do want to highlight, this has that little swirl in it that gives it a little bit of an illuminated look. We can run a little bit here. It's another one of my go-to products is this Found Beauty one, and it's like $8 online. It's amazing. Now we will go with highlighter. So I'll just use the Inika Organics Cream Illuminator in gold. This is what she looks like. Cream products, you kind of got to warm it up a little bit. So I'm going to swirl my finger, kind of get it up. And we will just apply that to the cheeks. Try to put it on the highest points of your cheekbone. I think I'm going to try something and try to put a little illuminator on top of this, like a powder. So for that, I'm actually going to use this Tarte one. It has like a bronzer or contour shade, and then this guy, it's called Double Duty Beauty. And I got this last Christmas maybe. So let me just take, this is a Morphe brush, the Y14. Kind of just a fluffy little guy, and I'm going to just dip my brush in it, tap it off, and lightly you can see that, it's super pretty. Do a little bit of the back brow bone. And the nose, and the chin. I don't do the Cupid's bow because my Cupid's bow doesn't like it, so we're gonna skip that. This is what we're looking like. I'm looking super shiny in camera, but in person, I'm definitely more matte than than I look right here. So maybe that's my light. I'm not 100% sure. So let's do mascara. Same old, Well People mascara in Pro Black. I love it. It's my favorite. I'm going to use the Mirror Office Compact to do that. So this is what we're looking like. Mascara on. I love it. Feeling myself today. All right, let's do lip. I'm gonna line my lip with this new Makeup Forever pencil I showed you earlier in the color Wherever Walnut. So it's neutral, but it's pretty. I'm really feeling the way that it looks. I like it. I like this a lot. I will try to find maybe an organic dupe for this in the future. And I will probably pop one of my Jeffree Star lips on top of it. Let's see what we got. Let's do... So the lip liner already has its own darker quality, so I'm going to use a lighter color. I'm going to use Mannequin from Jeffree Star. This is what it looks like. This is a little tube, and we're just going to pop that in the center. Just a little bit lighter. Then I'll give your lip a little dimension so it doesn't look flat. The color doesn't look flat. You guys, I'm really feeling this look. She's cute. So now we'll use this primer water from Smashbox to set everything. Just get it going. I'm gonna go a little bit farther out because I don't know how this sucker sprays. Just fan ourselves. Use a little palette for that. Setting spray just kind of melts everything together so it looks more like skin and less like makeup. So realistically, this is how I do my hair. I don't have it pulled back like that ever because it got me a big old forehead. But all right, you guys. So this is the finished look. This is what we're working with. I hope you guys like it. Hopefully my husband likes it. Yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. It's that red button underneath the video. You can hit that bell notification if you want to be notified every time I post a video. My channel's new here, so show me some love. I'd really appreciate it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a good night.